So if you're anywhere in East Texas right now, there's probably one big question on your mind. Is now really the right time to buy a home in Tyler? I mean, the headlines are all over the place, and let's be honest, the stakes feel incredibly high. So let's get into it and break it all down. I'm guessing this feels familiar. You're caught in this tug of war, right? On one side, you have this amazing dream of finding the perfect home pulling you forward. And on the other, it feels like every single news alert about interest rates is just trying to slam the brakes on. It's a really frustrating place to be. Okay, first things first, let's tackle what might be the biggest hurdle for any buyer out there right now, all that constant conflicting information. We're going to talk about how to navigate the market noise. You know what I'm talking about. You turn on the TV, you scroll online, and the message is almost always, be careful. You hear all about high interest rates, unpredictable prices, and this general cloud of economic uncertainty. The whole national narrative seems to be screaming, just wait, it'll get better. And that, of course, creates a ton of hesitation. But then, there's that other voice, isn't there? That little voice in your head. It sees a great house pop up on Zillow and starts to panic, worrying that if you wait, you're going to miss your shot. The prices are just going to keep climbing, and you'll be kicking yourself a year from now for not jumping on it. That's the fear of missing out, and it is pushing you hard to just go for it. And this quote right here, it just nails the result of all that conflicting advice. It's total paralysis. When you're constantly hearing wait from one side and go from the other, how are you supposed to make a confident decision? It feels pretty much impossible. But here's a thought. What if looking at those big national trends is actually the wrong way to look at it? It's time to zoom in, and focus on what makes this market so unique. Our source material calls it the Tyler value equation. And honestly, understanding this really changes the game. This slide shows that core difference perfectly. In the big Texas cities like Dallas or Austin, the whole conversation is about price, market trends, bidding wars. But here in Tyler, the equation is just different. Yeah, affordability is still a huge piece of the puzzle, but it's balanced with a unique community lifestyle that adds this whole other layer of value. So what's actually in Tyler's value equation? Well, it definitely starts with relative affordability. Then you add in a truly unique lifestyle that's all about community, that simpler, more connected feel. But here's the most important variable in the whole thing: you. The focus completely shifts from what the market is doing to what your individual needs are. All right, so understanding Tyler's unique value, that's the why. Now let's get practical and talk about the how. This section is your step-by-step home buying playbook. First, let's just get real for a second about what the market looks like right now. Spring is here, and that usually means more homes go up for sale, which sounds awesome, right? But you've got to remember, more listings also bring out more buyers, and that means when that perfect home does come along, you should absolutely expect some competition. Now, this next term is absolutely crucial to understand. It's comps. This is not about the asking price of a home for sale down the street. No. This is about the actual sale price of similar homes that have recently closed. This is the real-world data that tells you what a home is truly worth in today's market. So here it is, your 4-step playbook. Step 1, define your budget. Be honest with yourself and get prepared. Step 2, forget the listing prices for a minute and really dig into the actual comps. Step 3, know that for the really good homes, you have to be ready for some competition. And number 4, and this is a big one, find someone to work with who will give you honest guidance, not just a sales pitch. Okay, we've cut through the noise, we've figured out Tyler's unique value, and we've laid out a solid playbook. But if you only remember one single thing from this whole explainer, what should it be? Let's get to the ultimate takeaway. And here it is. This is the single most important idea. Stop trying to time the market. Seriously. Trying to perfectly predict the absolute lowest price or the lowest interest rate, it's a game you just can't win. The only timing that actually matters is the timing of your life. Do you need another bedroom because your family's growing? Are you moving for an incredible new job? Is it simply time for a change? That is your signal. Which brings us to our final slide, and it really reframes this whole conversation. Instead of looking to the market for an answer, this question asks you to look inward. The power to make the right call isn't buried in the headlines or economic reports. It's in understanding your own needs, your own goals, and your own timeline. So the real question isn't, is it a good time to buy? It's, is it a good time for you to buy? And that's the only question that's really worth answering.